This morning, activists are calling for justice after a transgender woman was found dead at a Jacksonville hotel. She is the third transgender woman killed in Jax this year, and now some are wondering whether they're being targeted. First Coast News' Bethany Anderson has more from activists.
Well, the shooting happened yesterday afternoon, and so far the only thing that we know is that the victim is a woman in her 20s. Police have not released any other details other than that. Now, the local transgender community leaders say they are frustrated because this marks the third transgender person killed here in Jacksonville, and so far no arrests have been made. Celine Walker was the first transgender woman killed here in Jacksonville back in February. Antasia English was killed earlier this month in a drive-by shooting, and she was still alive when police found her and later died at a nearby hospital. So to break down those figures for you, 13 transgender people have been killed this year nationwide, 3 of them here in Jacksonville. A local activist tells us this is scary for the transgender community.
It's a copycat killer or something, or somebody who also just has a prejudice, and they see that JSO isn't taking it seriously, they could be the ones perpetuating it. So either way, like we need the police to really take a big role in this.
Police have not said if these transgender killings are tied to each other, and so far there's no suspect description. Police did say it's possible the suspect might be driving a beige vehicle. Reporting live in the studio, Bethany Anderson, First Coast News, on your side.